Hi yogis, my name's Emma and today we're taking yoga outside and exploring nature through movement. So let's take a big deep breath in, sitting with your legs crossed and a nice tall back, reaching your arms up and over your head, and take a big deep breath out. You can do that 2 more times, stretching and opening up your body. And one last big deep breath in and big deep breath out. And let's reach over to one side and then the other, and come back, bringing your hands to your heart. So we're going to start and finish our class today with tree pose so that we can check out how balanced we are today and see if our balance has improved during the session today. Let's stand up and come into a tree pose by bringing your right leg up and balancing on one leg, standing tall and proud like a tree. And we're going to count down from 10 in your head. You can count out loud if you like. I'm going to take some big deep breaths. Imagine that you have roots going down through your toes into the ground that are keeping you tall and strong and stable. A few more deep breaths. Try and stay strong and still, and look at something in front of you so that you keep your eyes really focused on that one point. This will help you stay still. One more big deep breath in and a big deep breath out, and let's swap legs. So just place your leg wherever feels right for you so that you can stay strong, tall and still, remembering to count down from 10. Let's see how balanced we feel today. Taking those big deep breaths. Imagine you are a tall tree. Maybe think about what kind of tree you are. If you want to stretch out your branches, if you're feeling strong and still, then you can wave your branches around in the air as if the wind is blowing them. But if you're feeling wobbly, keep your hands next to your heart and take some big deep breaths. Just taking one more big deep breath in and big deep breath out. Let's bring ourselves to mountain pose. Reach your arms up over your head, go up on tiptoes if you like. See if you can stay still on your tiptoes and bring it back to mountain. So we're going to do a sun salutation to greet the beautiful sunshine today. So reaching your arms up and over your head as if you could touch that blue sky, and then bring them down to the earth, touching your toes and coming into a plank. So we are long, tall from our head to our toes and have strong tummies here. Coming down onto the mat and hissing like a snake. We're going to take a big deep breath in, coming up into our cobras, and a big deep breath out, coming into downward dog. Wave your tail around, and I'm going to bring that leg all the way between your hands for a lunge, as if you're about to run a race. Keep your back leg really straight, and we're going to come into a forward bend, touching your toes, reaching up to the sky and back to mountain pose. So we're going to do that with our other leg this time, reaching up to the sky, breathing in, reaching down to the ground, breathing out, and coming into a plank pose. Feel how strong you are, all the way down to the ground, slithering like a snake. Coming up into cobra, into that big back bend, and into a downward dog, other leg waving up towards the sky this time, and bring it all the way through between your hands into a lunge. Think about that race that you're about to run. Big deep breath in and a big deep breath out, and let's step forward, touching your toes in our forward bend, And we're going to come up, reaching up to the sky and back to mountain pose. So we just greeted the sun. This time we're going to greet the moon. So we're going to reach up to the skies, if you could touch the moon, and then down to the earth, to touch the ground. Back into our plank pose, nice and strong. Down to the ground, slithering on the floor like a snake. Up into cobra as you breathe in, looking up towards the sky. Imagine the moon shining on you. And back to a downward dog. And wag your tail like a dog. And bring that leg all the way through, between your hands into your lunge. This time we're going to drop your back knee to the floor. We're going to reach up really tall and come into a back bend, into a crescent moon. Breathing deep in your crescent moon. And then come down, hands to the floor, step back into a downward dog. And I'm going to wave the other leg up like a tail and bring the foot forward between the hands into a low lunge. Remember that feeling of just starting off into a race. And bring the back knee down, reaching up into a crescent moon, looking up to the sky as the moon is shining down on your face. And bring it back, stepping forward into a forward bend, touching your toes and reaching up really tall towards that sky and back to mountain pose. So we're going to come into a downward dog now, and we're going to run out our dog by bending one knee and then the other, as if you're taking your dog for a run in the park. And you can run slowly or you can run fast, however you feel today. And then we're going to get ready to jump forwards towards your hands. So bend your knees, take a big jump into a frog pose and bringing your hands together up tall in frog. See if you can get your heels down onto the ground, and we're going to do that 2 more times. So hands on the mat, we're going to jump into a frog, into a dog, and getting ready to jump to frog, and then back to dog. And one last time, jumping to our frog and back to dog. So we're going to meet some other animals now. We're going to make a cat pose. So we're going to start off in a happy cat. So letting your tummy relax, looking forward, giving yourself or whoever you're practicing with a big smile. And then we're going to arch your back into an angry cat, as if your cat has just spotted a dog that it is going to run away from. So let's arch our backs, tuck your head under, and imagine you're that angry cat with the fur sticking up on its back. And we're going to do that one more time. Happy cat and angry cat. And you can finish with either a happy cat or an angry cat, however you're feeling right now. And we're going to do a few more nature poses. So we're going to make a ladybird now. So coming to sit on your knees, you're going to put your head down towards the floor, bring your hands to your back, and we're going to make ladybird wings with our fingers. And imagine your ladybird is flying around from flower to flower, and then come up, because now we're going to make a flower pose. So to do this, we sit with our feet in front of us, the soles of the feet together, and place your hands in the middle by your feet and scoot them underneath your legs and up into a balance. So remember how balanced you were in tree pose? Let's see if we can be even more balanced now. Bringing your hands out like petals on the flower and breathing deeply. Let's imagine what colour or what type of flower you are. Think about all that beautiful sunshine that your flower needs to grow. and then coming down, and we're going to come into a butterfly. So holding on to your toes, reaching up tall. You can be a little butterfly, or you can stretch one wing and stretch the other wing out. If you want to stretch both, you can reach up like a big butterfly, seeing how balanced you can be today. So we're going to go on a little journey now down the river, stretching out your legs in front of you. Let's point and flex the feet to stretch our legs, and we're going to come into a boat pose. So bringing your feet up in front of you, and I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. So this is boat pose. We want to keep our backs really straight for boat pose, and we're going to imagine that we are rowing down the river. So twisting one side and then the other, and maybe you want to have a look behind you to see what is swimming down the river behind you, one way and then the other way, and reaching out into our boat, seeing if you can stay really still and really balanced. We're doing lots of balances today, and we're going to think about what we see on the river. So coming onto our tummies, we are going to go into a swan pose. So take hold of your feet behind you and reach up as if you're a big, beautiful swan. Taking some big, deep breaths. See if you can go even higher into your back bend. And then releasing and running alongside the riverbank. I've seen dogs going for a walk. So we can walk out our dogs. You can wag your tails if that feels good. And don't forget the frogs sitting on the lily pads. Breathing deep. And if you want to take your frog for a really big jump, high as you can go, you can reach up and reach down, and maybe do that a couple more times. And we're going to go into a flying bird now. So coming up to stand up tall, we're going to do one of our last balances. So we're going to reach up behind you with your right leg and reach your arms out as if you are flying through that blue sky. You can be any type of bird you like. Remember to look at something in front of you to keep your eyes still and focused. And then we're going to swap legs, reaching the other leg back, and imagine you're a small bird, a big bird, and you're soaring up really high in the sky, and you're just flying from tree to tree. And we're going to come back, and we're going to finish in tree pose today. So start with your right leg, and let's see if we can be even more balanced. We've done lots of balances today, so let's see how strong, how tall and how still you can be in your final balance. Keeping your eyes fixed on that one point in front of you, counting down from 10, taking some big deep breaths. Feel your roots going into the ground, maybe your branches reaching up to the sky. Feel how strong and calm your tree is out in nature. Whatever the weather, whatever the sky brings, wind or rain or blue skies. 2 more breaths here. And we're going to swap legs. So let's see if we can be just as well balanced or even more balanced on this side. Bring your other foot up. Either keep your hands next to your heart or reach them out like branches. Maybe up and over your head if you want. Tall, strong and still like a tree. big deep breath. Imagine the wind in your branches, rustling your leaves. Imagine your roots going down deep into the earth, keeping you strong. 3 more breaths, breathing in and breathing out. See if your branches are reaching up to the sky, see if you can reach up even taller. 1 more big deep breath in and big deep breath out. Let's come back to sit with our legs crossed. And we're going to finish with 3 big deep breaths. So breathing in, reaching over your head, breathing out, hands to your heart. 2 more times, breathing in and breathing out. And last time, breathing in and breathing out. Closing your eyes just for a moment to connect to your breath, to your heartbeat, and to your body. And perhaps just sit still for a moment in meditation and see if you can notice what sounds you can hear around you. Maybe in the space you're practicing in or beyond. Namaste. See you next time.